welcome to the Become a Guitarist Australia podcast. Now, today I'm joined with some very special guests. So I thought we'll go around the room and introduce yourselves.
Hello there. My name is Roach Weyden, and I'm happy to be here because today I can share some experiences with my friends, which I shared a very special project with.
Hey, I'm Arnaud. I'm a producer, and I'm very happy to be here as well. I've been producing. Very grateful to have been producing the first Roach Weyden album, Untitled Mission. And yes, I'm happy to be here to talk about the process with these two amazing musicians and amazing human beings as well. Actually, I think the way how the whole process has evolved so organically, and how it came out into, especially the visions that you guys had in mind. I'm so thrilled and happy to have been a part of it. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And fast also. It all went so fluid, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think it took around 2 or 3 months for it all to be finished.
I mean, I think the good thing is we did have that little bit of a time schedule, which I think we pretty much kept up, probably even anything a little bit earlier. So that was great as well.
Oh yes,
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, having a schedule, I think always helped to like have a deadline to meet to, so it helps to get to the process. But I think what also helped, as far as I'm concerned, is that the vision of the, like, sound wise, production was very clear from the beginning. The way the songs were going, and since we all shared like the same vision for how the songs should sound like, and what should be the production vision for it. I think it helped massively that we were all, like, really into it. We had the same ideas. Working with like-minded people helped to achieve the expected results, and within that time frame as well.
So what I thought we might do, if it's okay with you guys, if we go through the track by track, we'll go through the album, talk a bit about the songs.
Oh yes,
sure, let's do it.
All right. So track number 1 is All Ain't Enough. With our guest artist Jennifer Batten on guitar and Dylan Reynolds on vocals. So actually, Phoenix, we might start with you because you've come up with a riff first and got the idea. So do you want to talk a bit about this song?
Oh yes, I've been listening to that odd and fun type of sound since I started playing, and it's the type of song that I always wanted to write. That Jason Becker type of thing, like drop it in the buckets and a little and enough with David Lee Roth. Something that it's technical but fun at the same time, because our project, it's all about the fun, right, from the 80s. And Adam came up with some great melodic lines, the bass, the synths, and we also have an excellent ad there, which is Dylan with the vocals. And I even talked with Adam about it. He sounds just like those late 80s lead singers from Los Angeles, right? From bands like Slick Toxic. Sometimes it reminds me a little bit of Rat as well. And of course, we have Jennifer Batten. I'm still pinching myself to have her on the album, because also when I wrote that riff, I had in mind some of the songs of her first album, that odd fun type of thing, like a Nothing Like a Fast Car, and those great songs from her first album. So it's all a gift for me.
Yeah, and she did an amazing job too with the solo.
Oh yes.
And the little
yes.
little parts throughout the song.
Oh yes, and I love the effects that she added throughout the song, you know.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So
And of course,
Arnold,
Arnaud did an amazing job mixing it and mastering it. So
yeah, so
and providing the drums.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, the drums come out perfect.
Oh yeah, it's a great teamwork.
Yeah. So as far as the production on this song, how's this one for
Oh,
you?
Yeah, I mean this one was definitely very it was quite straightforward, really. Even though, yeah, as you mentioned, I've included basically all the effects that Jennifer recorded, which I think really added that specific, 80s production type of sound, to the song. But yes, it's a great song. It's very punchy, very, like, gives the tone for the record, straight up. And I think it has so many great things going for it. Like the guitar riffs right away are great. Yes, Jennifer has done an incredible job with the solos, but Phoenix as well. Your solo was amazing
Hmm.
on that song too, and it's great to have you both. One solo after the other. I thought that was really cool.
oh yeah.
And so yes, for that song, production wise, I kept it really to the vision of, like, adding all this, for example, to the vocals, in the chorus, having this kind of reverse reverb, like to introduce the vocals in that part, like all those kinds of production tricks in order to kind of really bring forward, like that type of 80s extravaganza, let's say.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yes.
yeah, and so yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was tons of fun, this song. I really like how, especially, like, how the keyboards, I think it was organ that you play when Jennifer is
Yeah,
soloing in
that's
the end
right.
of the song, like that particular part, you're trying to bring, like, the organ, and create that atmosphere around that particular solo that she was playing. So yes, basically a great song, great fun, really great fun, doing that. So it was great.
Yeah, and like you're talking about with that solo, like Phoenix, the way you did yours, and then it really did break down. It's more like a bluesy rock type feel for Jennifer's solo with that organ over the top, which is really cool.
Absolutely.
Oh yes. That little shuffle type of vibe, right? That I think Adam actually shared some ideas with me after the first draft of the song, and I took some inspiration from it from that Van Halen song "Beautiful Girls," because
Ah,
when the song like really starts with David Lee Roth singing, Eddie rolls down the volume and adds that little shuffle vibe, and I thought it could be like a good idea, something different
that's
to
really
break
cool.
down.
Yeah, it's good to learn these things. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, no, that's great. Like, yeah, I'm very happy with the way that one came out, and like you're saying, Arnold, it's a great opener for the album.
Oh
Yes,
yes.
absolutely. And as Phoenix mentioned, it does have that Van Halen, David Lee Roth feel to it, with Jason Baker. Yeah, that type of feel. So I think the listeners who enjoy this kind of music and those albums, will really enjoy that particular song. Absolutely.
All right, so let's go to track number 2. So, which is "Tell Me."
Away from this troubled world I play. Can you tell me where the road is? Can you tell me where to go?
I'll first discuss about this song. So basically, this song was written back in 1991 with my band called Eclipse. It was probably one of the songs towards the end of the band's career type thing. We never actually recorded it, which it was only played live. So it was really good to actually finally record this song and change around a lot. Just having Lisa's vocals just for the pre-chorus and chorus, and adding in that little part before the second chorus, like it is, and of course your solo as well, Phoenix.
When I posted the song on social media, I had a lot of comments and messages from people saying, "Oh, that song sounds just like those songs from the late 80s. And I was like, yes, because it came from it, you know.
Yeah.
Such an amazing song, and it's so catchy, you know. It's the type of song that when I come home from work that I crank up here and I would listen to it daily, almost like religiously when I was practicing. So feel so fortunate to have played a solo to be part of a song like that,
Yeah.
because it came from an era that is very special for me. I love your arrangements for it. All falls into place perfectly. Lisa has the perfect vocals for it, so I couldn't be happier with that song. You know, it's so catchy, it's so fun.
And it's her daughter as well singing the backup vocals. So
Also,
Ruby,
right?
yeah, she's
Yes,
another amazing
did an
vocalist.
amazing job.
Yeah, and
Like
she's actually,
mother, like daughter.
yeah. Well, she's actually got two daughters. There's Gabby as well. She's got an amazing voice, and Ruby. So the three of them together, just incredible. And so basically, the middle part that I was talking about before, that was actually written around the drum track. I remember getting your drum the music for it, Arnold, and pretty much writing that part into your drums, like da 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 da.
Yeah.
Follow that.
Yeah, no, it's great that you've been inspired, through for the whole album with the drum tracks that you got, and I'm super happy that it kind of almost was like the backbone of the record. I think that's amazing. And this is an amazing song as well. Like this is the second song of the album, and it's the second song that I got to produce as well. Yeah, as you both said, it's very catchy. I think that it really is reminiscent from the time period, and it's a great single, I think, as well. Like it's got those very nice lines. It's the way the structure of the song is written. You did a great job with that. I think that it's easy to listen to, yet because of that bridge, that middle part that you mentioned being creating on the drums.
Yep.
With Phoenix amazing solo, it adds that like almost like a progressive element to it. You get a very catchy, quite straightforward song with great chorus, and then you've got that guitar solo in the middle, which adds that new dimension to the song. And so I did put quite a lot of focus on that particular aspect when I produced the track, in order to really make that particular part shine. And yeah, for the rest, as far as I'm concerned, it was a lot about the vocals on that song, making sure the vocals are really really powerful, really out there ahead, in the mix to put the emphasis on that sort of like catchy, single element of the song. Yeah.
Such a radio friendly song, I think if it was a few years back, we could have like some radio rotation with that song.
It's it.
Absolutely.
So actually, just going back to the drum tracks like you were talking about before, I think there's only 2 songs on this album where I actually had riffs, which was Tell Me and Stand Tall, which we'll talk about later. But besides that, all the riffs that I wrote, and I'm sure you as well, Phoenix, were written pretty much around the drum tracks.
Yes, I would let like the drum track roll and we'll create something along with it. It's a great source of inspiration.
I'm thankful that Heath has helped to contribute to this album. That's like really amazing.
So let's go to track number 3, Searching for the Light. Which has Brett Garsed and Jack Thummer on guitar, and then we have Matt Bradshaw on vocals. And I think, with yours, Phoenix, I know we didn't have a lot to do with this song, but at least we got those little parts in there.
Oh yes, I had some little leads.
Yeah.
But such a fun song to play with, and another great catchy track. Also, I love the chorus. Love it. It's something that I can sing along. Actually, sometimes I listen to your album back to back.
Yeah.
when I have free time from work and sit down and listen to it. And I like to sing along that chorus, because it's so fun.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Matt did a really good job because with this song, I just gave it to Matt. I didn't have most of the other songs. I had ideas for the vocals, but this one I didn't. I just said to Matt, just go for it and just come up with whatever you do, and that's what he came up with. So yeah, it's really good.
Oh yeah, it's super catchy and very 80s as well.
Yeah, yeah. And the production on this song, I must say, is really good. Like, I think it really helped from the start where you said, Arnold, about doing the double tracks for the guitars. I mean, I think this song really, that's where it stands out as well.
Absolutely, I agree. And this one is actually one of my favorite. Yes, it has that catchy chorus as Phoenix mentioned, and for sure the double guitars give that wide. In general, the reason why we do that when we produce rock or metal songs is that we double, even sometimes in the quad track, the rhythm guitars, in order in the mix to sort of like create that wide and powerful effect. And for sure in this song it plays a pretty big role. And for me, yes, it is one of my favorite. I think Brett did an insane job on this one. His solos are just out of this world. He's such an incredible guitar player, and I think it takes this track to a whole different level, and so I was very, very happy to have been able to mix his playing and making it fit with the rest of the song. Great song.
Yeah, and it's funny because he actually recorded the two, like he did the first one, and then Jack did the second, and then because I didn't ask him about the last one. He goes, I just did the last one. If you want to keep it in. So it was so good, we had to keep it in. Originally, I thought, one of us or Phoenix and I can do a solo at the end, but having Brett there, it was like, can't say no.
No, let him there, please. Like a edgier version of Alan Holdsworth, in my opinion. He's really hard rock with a type of sound. I love it.